Hi, welcome to the channel. There will be some photography in this, but I just quickly want to kind of bring up this, which is not in frame correctly because I'm not a very good filmmaker, but I just bought this and it's a new electric bike, so that's pretty cool. Now the main reason I bought this actually was because I don't drive, so it can kind of be difficult for me to kind of get around places, especially in southern England. I heavily rely on public transportation, and if you live outside of London you kind of know how bad that is. The short story of this basically is I want to explore more of southern England, and the easiest way for me to do that is with this. So the hope is this bike will make it a lot easier for me to kind of get around and explore this area. So I'll be making a little short kind of photo series, I guess you could call it, of just me exploring South Downs National Park, but maybe some other places as well. This is our first shot. We're going to try 15 shutter speed at an aperture of 8. But I like the shot a lot, so I'm actually going to try it on 8 as well. This was a really difficult scene to judge exposure for. I think if I had changed the position and got a longer exposure, it would have turned out a lot better. I actually really like kind of what's going on in there. It's awesome, so we'll have a quick gander in here. That's awesome. Okay, that is a cool looking tree as well. Holy shit. Actually a big fan of it shooting from this kind of way, and I really like the golden light in this. So I kind of wish I was shooting color right now, because I didn't realize it would kind of look like this, but I think it will still come out really nice in black and white. Both of these photos I'm very happy with. The one on the left I find is a bit better composed, and I do love the backlight on the branches. I think that's quite cool. So I just quickly want to talk about the camera that I'm going to be rocking on this journey. So I've been using this for a couple of months now. It's relatively new to me. It's the Minolta X700. Yes, I should probably remember the camera names before I go on record, but like I said, I've been using it for a couple of months now. This was the camera that I used in my Austria trip, and it's sick. The ergonomics of the camera have been pretty good for me as well. And I've also pushed this camera through some pretty kind of tough weather conditions. In Austria, I was up in a mountain, and the fog, the mist and the rain, I for sure thought this camera was going to die when I was coming down. Anyway, I'm in Kingley Vale right now, so we're just kind of going to explore down here. The lighting conditions are actually almost perfect. I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to take some photos. Into the light. And hopefully not step on any more shit, because I've stepped in plenty of it already. Oh, I just stepped in shit, never mind. Fuck me. I was actually very pessimistic before coming here, considering the weather conditions. I was very close to not actually coming here, because I thought it's going to really be horrible, there'll be no sun, and it'll just be horrible and grey. But no, this is actually really lovely, and I think I'm actually going to shoot some of this. It might be a bit too clustered, but if we can kind of try and separate the trees in the composition, it might look good. So we're going to give that a shoot. I like this photo a lot. It's a very simple picture, but it achieves what I set out to get. Oh, okay, over there. So I'm definitely kind of looking for like patches of light. So if you can kind of see over here, it's very dark around here, but you have the light hitting the logs there, and hopefully that'll bring up a lot of the texture. And with black and white, that's what we're looking for. Look at that. I think that's our next shot. So my Light Meter app is actually telling me to go for about 15 to 30 shutter. even when I'm aiming it at like the darkest spots of the composition. And it's lying to me, I know it. So I'm actually going to go for a 1 second exposure. So let's do that right now. And then I'm also going to go for a 5 second exposure. I actually kind of want to test a really low level, or light level. 5 seconds, yeah. One. Oh shit, fuck that up. I've got to hold it in. So, yeah, let's see how those turn out. Although it's a little more busy than I expected, I still think the lighting is quite cool. So I just kind of want to quickly talk about something that has been exciting me a lot lately, and I kind of want to start talking about stuff that excites me in terms of photography on the channel, and that's printing. Print your photos. This is an advertisement for that apparently. But I've recently started printing all my photos, and it has been a really engaging process, and it's been so exciting for me lately. So I mainly started printing my photos because I want to be able to engage more in the process of photography. That's something I've struggled with in the past with photography. So before I got into film, I really fell out of love with photography. It was something where I would go out, I would shoot, maybe edit a bit, and then upload it straight onto Instagram. And I think that completely just took the fun out of it and killed it for me. And I wouldn't really have anything else to do with my photos afterwards, which is my own fault really. And it just completely killed the hobby for me. And I don't want to fall into that same cycle, so I've made it a habit of engaging more with the process of photography by printing my work, obviously, and maybe going into a bit more editing and stuff like that. And with these videos as well, kind of filming the process that I go through when I go out and shoot, because it's I feel that I go out of my comfort zone quite often to find kind of sceneries and photos that I enjoy. Because it's not just about photography, it's also about this. I love the experience of going out to random places I've never been to before and just exploring it. This is just something for me to get excited about, and that's it. That's all I'm really looking for, and I think that's what I'm currently finding. Okay, so I think we're going to shoot that there. That's a really nice composition. The light's heading it, blah blah blah. You've heard me talk about this before. We're going to go on a hold on, let me actually focus it. Okay, so I don't seem to be doing that a whole lot lately. I seem to be forgetting. So I'm thinking a 1 second exposure now. I'm thinking this. And then I'm thinking a 2 second exposure as well. 1, 2. Awesome. Right, the light's mostly gone, so we're actually... Oh, I just stepped in more shit. The light's mostly gone, so we're actually just going to go and cycle up a bit more, see what else is supplied. See, now, it's electric, so that means I can tear ass, which is pretty sick, if I'm honest. So is this a photography channel, or is this going to be a biking channel as well? I don't know. Maybe both. Photography's sick, bikes are sick, nature's sick. I love the word sick. Right, there's our shot. I reckon that looks quite nice. Right. Oh. I do need to get a kickstand for this, but let's grab my camera. Come on, mate. Yeah, you come. That's why I do 35. You know, I feel like I have a lot more manoeuvrability. I guess I can get like some sort of medium format film camera, which maybe is quite light, but this will do for now. Quite curious to see how that one turns out. I think it's a little clustered, but hopefully the focus goes straight onto those cool little tangled fallen trees. I love how this turned out, and a neat detail I really like is the X that the branches make. I never realised this until now, but it's almost like the forest is like telling me not to go that way. Tell you what though, that tree is so cool. It really stands out. So I'm going to try and find an angle for that one. I think that's so unique. I think actually here might be quite good. Those two skinny trees kind of frame it. So a quick look. Oh yeah, no, that's a really good shot. Oh, I didn't actually ask you to do that, did I, mate? You're not. Thank you. Right, it's yeah, that's awesome. It's like an Elden Ring tree. I do like how this tree stands out amongst all the other trees, and I think it was a really cool subject to photograph, but I think the photo is okay. It's not great. This photo of the tree, however, I like a lot more. I think it's because I've managed to kind of isolate it by using a bit more of a zoomed in lens. I actually didn't realise that the Tmax was only 24 exposures, so we're done. This shoot has actually been really fun. I have kind of been to places like this, but this one is very, I say, lush, and I have not gone to a forest in these types of weather conditions, so it's actually been really lovely. So I definitely want to come back and I want to shoot some colour, but I think these shots I'm hoping will turn out really nice. And this tree, by the way, hold on, that's just super lovely, isn't it? So see that down there. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I'll see you guys in another video.